Here at 3 o'clock, it shows the moments a Clarksville veteran with Alzheimer's was punched by a police officer. Our Lauren Lowry on the alert desk with this story. Lauren, we've obtained body camera footage of this interaction. This video, I hear, is pretty tough to watch.
Yeah, we're going to show some of it to you. Let me set it up for you first, though. There was an active silver alert by the TBI for George Henderson when this happened in early December. He had wandered off from his Clarksville home, and he was found at an Exxon gas station in Guthrie, Kentucky, just over the state line, about 10 miles from where he was last seen. That's when it all starts. Check this out here. Arrest documents obtained by the website Clarksville Now show the gas station attendant saw Henderson getting into the attendant's car, and that attendant tried to remove him. He wasn't successful, so he called police. So you were looking at body cam video. The officer arrived, tried talking to Henderson. He said he didn't know where he was, and the officer thought he might be on drugs. So in the body camera footage you're watching, you see him take Henderson's behind the back. And then Henderson actually wrestled with him for a moment. That's the scuffle you're watching here, before the officer puts him on the ground. According to arrest paperwork, Henderson bit the officer's hand. Things escalate, and you're going to see the officer rear his arm back and punch Henderson in the head. Henderson goes unconscious, and the officer continues his arrest after that point. Now, Henderson got a cut behind his ear. He had to get stitches. Police said in a statement that they had no idea Henderson was the subject of a silver alert during that whole thing. And Tracy, police tell us the officer handled the matter in the way he was trained and in accordance to department policy.
You see just how difficult the decision-making process is, right? In the throes of it all. Thank you so much.
Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. The news clip that you just saw is regarding 61-year-old George Henderson, who is a master sergeant, retired master sergeant, who served in the armed forces for 29 years, serving 6 deployments over that term and retiring in 2018. Now, of course, with that type of service, he has numerous head injuries. He's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's and PTSD. Now, I'm going to show you the full video regarding that incident because the news clip did not do the situation any justice. Now, on December the 6th at 2 p.m., George's family reported that he walked away from his Clarksville, Tennessee home. And at 4 p.m., 2 hours later, the Clarksville Police Department put out a silver alert. Anybody don't know what a silver alert is? That is when a grown person who is incapacitated, has mental health issues, or is just plain lost, that is to alert all law enforcement officials that we are looking for this individual. And so, evidently, George wandered off 10 miles away across the state lines to Guthrie, Kentucky, and ended up at the gas station like you saw. Now, at this gas station, evidently George, once again, who has several mental health issues, has Alzheimer's, and you're going to see him talking to the police in the video. It's clear and clear cut as day that he doesn't really know where he is. Like, you can see the Alzheimer's in his demeanor and his actions. So evidently in his incapacitated state, he attempted to get into the car of an employee. And when he got into when he tried to get into the car, the employee tried to remove Mr. Henderson. Now, when he tried to remove Mr. Henderson, that the news clip said that he couldn't remove him successfully. But when you see this video, you're going to clearly see George just walking into the gas station uninhibited. So definitely George was not in the man's car when the police arrived. Nevertheless, the police arrived, started asking George questions. George couldn't really answer the questions because, once again, he's not mentally stable. The police officer in turn, searches him, puts his hands behind his back. Then he tells George to look at the sky. And when George looked at the sky, the police instantly says, well, you got cocaine in your nose. Turn around. And George was like, yo, you lying. That's a lie. Then evidently all his senses come back. He's like, nah, you lying. And so he tries to pull away from the man. The man slams him down. Now, they don't show you in this news article, right? They kind of brush past that. And the man slams George down and then hits him in the back of the head, knocks George to sleep. You can clearly hear the man snoring unconscious. And then you hear the lady say, the Guthrie police says, well, we didn't know about the silver alert. He handled things just as he is trained. That is the problem. They are trained to just assault, beat, maim, shoot, all of those things when the situation does not need to. Like you, matter of fact, just let you watch the video and you can be the judge.
How's it going, brother?
How you doing?
Good. Got a call about you assaulting somebody? What happened with that?
I work with these guys.
Yeah. Was it him you pushed? Who did you push?
Who did I push? I pushed the miller from back.
You pushed what?
I don't know what you're looking for me. But what I do is I go out there and tell them Miller bills and all that shit. Now, you wanna believe something about me? You can call some people. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't trying to steal nothing.
Okay. You good? You got any guns or knives on you or anything?
Guns.
Just take your hand out of your pocket for me.
No, I don't have no guns.
Take your hands out of your pocket for
Let
me.
me get you the gun. I don't have no guns.
Okay, turn around for me.
All right.
Turn. Give me your hands. Where you live at? Walk up here, walk up here to this counter with me. Lean up on that counter up here for me, okay? We're gonna figure out what's going on. Let me talk to this other guy.
Live in this area.
I got you. Go over and sit up next to that counter. I'm gonna talk to him real quick.
So you see him clearly don't know what's going on. He's trying to explain, look, I don't live in this area. I don't have any guns. I wasn't trying to steal anything. I went out there and I pushed this and I worked with these guys. The man is clearly, not in his right mind. Now, the officer instantly starts, hey, wait, I got a call about you assaulting anybody. Nobody said he assaulted anybody, but the officer, that's what he leads with. He didn't ask the man who he was, what's his name, are you okay? He leads with, okay, you're black, we got a call of you assaulting somebody. And then, you hear this guy, the clerk who called, you're going to hear him, give his version of the events. But clearly you see that Mr. Henderson is not in his right mind.
What's going on?
He come in, said he was looking for someone. And I looked out, so doing my paperwork, and having to look up, getting in my car.
He's getting in your car?
So I ran out there, shoved him out of the way, and knocked the car off.
What did he say?
Why did he do that for?
So he was attempting to take your vehicle?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, so why were you inside his car?
I wasn't inside.
You weren't inside his car?
No. Yes I was.
You were inside of his car?
He gave me a climber. He told me to come over there and
I got
I
you.
was judging what he had on. He had all the stuff that he needed to define me and that person so he could come through.
I got you. Okay.
I ain't trying to do anything.
I understand.
You can call somebody.
Do you take any kind of medication or something?
Oh,
No, your pupils are very, very, very tiny, pinpointed. Can you look up in the air for me?
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't drug.
Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back for me. You got cocaine in your nose.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So there he says, okay, look, are you on any kind of medication? Look up in the air for you. Your pupils are dilated. Then he tells him to look up. Oh, put your hands behind your back. You got cocaine in your nose. How do you know that's cocaine? That could be dried up snot. He's been walking. What in the world makes this officer just automatically assume that that's cocaine in the man's nose. And if you heard how he talked to the man, he was like, well, you know, he was in your car. You know, so he was trying to take your car, wasn't he? You know, the police officer is formulating a crime in his mind. The man clearly said, well, you know, he got in the car. What was he doing? Oh, he was trying to take your car, wasn't he? And you know what I'm saying? So now it went from, you know, the man trying to get into his car to assault and attempted car theft. But clearly the man is, once again, under medical duress. And you can even see in the video, if you go back and look, he has two different kind of shoes on. So once again, his family would not have put out the silver alert if this wasn't his state of mind. Now watch this real quick. Now this is the quote unquote stuffle, but you see the guy clearly says, nah man, you lying. And then the officer instantly jumps on him. The screen goes black, but you are going to see this assault on Mr. Henderson.
Man, that's a lie. That's a lie. Oh, man.
Let go of my hand, goddammit. You understand me? Put your hands behind your back.
Now, if you see the man, when the dude hits him, he hits him. One hand is on his head, and one hand just got finished hitting him. Where does he have his hand at? Where does he have his hand at? But that is the narrative. Oh, they got to say, okay, get your hands off me. Stop biting me. Now, one time they said he bit his hand. Where did he bite his hand at? One hand is on the top of the man's head, and one hand is hitting the man in the head. And now you hear the man clearly snoring after being hit and then cussed out by this officer.
Don't you move. Todd, send me units. I'm 5-1. Give me your hands.
Todd, yes, 704-714, Papa 2 needs you at the high road.
Give me your hand.
That's 10-4. I get some information on that.
He was there for a guy that had gone into the gas station there and was trying to get into people's cars. He advised that he's 5'1".
10-4.
Man, I am so sick and tired of these coward officers. You see, after the man is already asleep, you done sucker punched him from behind, and then you're talking about, give me your hands, give me your hands. Don't you move, don't you move. You know, this Jay Richared of the Guthrie Police Department miserably failed him in his time of need. That's what the family said. They gave credit to the Clarksville Police Department for putting out a silver alert, knowing of his condition. They named those officers Joshua Spain and Jan Salcido. They went above and beyond to provide the support. But this guy, Jay Richared, in Guthrie, Kentucky, is going to charge him as well. Charge this decorated veteran who's served his country honorably and gave of his life and health in defense of this country. He's charging him with theft by unlawful taking or disposition contents from a vehicle, in parentheses, attempt. So once again, the man is going through a mental health crisis. He don't know where he at. He don't know what he's doing. Public intoxication, that remains to be seen. Resisting arrest. Assault in the 3rd degree on a police officer. The quote-unquote biting. And then we have possession of a controlled substance, 1st degree. First offense, drug unspecified. Once again, they're going to say whatever was in his nose. It could be snot. It could be anything. Crumbs. You know, so this is an example of, once again, the overzealousness, the narrative creating. Okay, I'm going to create the narrative. Oh yeah, he was in your car. Oh yeah, he pushed you too. Yeah, he was trying to take your vehicle, wasn't he? And so now he looks up the man's nose. Oh, that's cocaine on your nose. Man, I'm just so tired of these people, man. And this happened on December the 6th. And this is only 10 miles away from the man's home, Guthrie, Kentucky. You know, you got to look at the demographics of Guthrie. Guthrie is 70% white and about 23 or 24% black. So evidently they treat their disabled veterans like that, especially black ones. But this happened once again in Guthrie, Tennessee. Mr. Henderson was from Guthrie, Kentucky. Mr. Henderson was from Clarksville, Tennessee. Decorated veteran, you know, wandered away from his house and then ended up getting assaulted. But he's the one with the charges. As Malcolm X said, if you're not careful, the media will have you thinking that the victim is the criminal and the criminal is the victim. So in this case, the officer said he was assaulted, but you clearly see him punching an incapacitated veteran, knocking his lights out, as they would say, you know, while he's attempting or going through a mental health crisis. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. 919-587-7782. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed day.